Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I'm Alya. Today I'm going to make a conclusion, the material from both videos about teaching culture, which is there are intercultural competence, transcultural learning, and then global education. And then I need to share my culture of teaching learning process on my campus. So just let's start. First, from the video one, host and Ami Moreno as a speaker. She is a director of inclusive culture from one university, and she was talking about intercultural competence. The first, they start to talking about what is intercultural or cultural competence, and Ami said that there's no one set definition uh, uh, to divine the intercultural competence itself. It is important to us for people to recognize and spending some time to look multiple definitions so we can make like and then remember from the conclusion and what is that understanding that we got from the multiple definition itself. Intercultural and cultural competence is a kind of interchangeable as well because depending on who's defined as one or the other. To define it, we have to recognize the ongoing learning process. So intercultural competence really involves us for expanding our knowledge, experience, understanding around attitudes, values, and beliefs also of not only our culture. So if we understanding a different culture, it helps us to understand our culture better. And then if we understanding our cultures, it also help us to understand other cultures. So those two things help each other. If we understand the complexity of our own culture, we will be able to experience all sorts of complexities all around us. We can also compare and contrast our own beliefs and values with others. So for the second is they talk about the connection intercultural competence with diversity and inclusion divided into three. And the three is about first, who has diversity? Who is diversity? The mix of differences within a population, and the focus is on impact of differences. And it also measured by demographic analysis. Second is what is inclusion? The mix willing, valued, and engaged. And the focus itself is on the experience and then what is that? Measured by outcomes like student success, employee engagement, and campus climate. And the third is how intercultural competence itself. The focus is also on the capacity to make the mix work, and it also measured by the intercultural development inventory, such as like attitudes around awareness, knowledge, and skill are associated with intercultural competence. Okay, that's all for the first video. Next video for the second video. And the second video is about like intercultural language teaching, cultural strategies for language learning and teaching. So this video is talk about three topics that elaborated. And the first topic is about perceived language levels. It is starting with how achieve the first stage of assessing the language level itself. And that is the most effective tool that used to engage the language levels as follow, like online interactive level tests. We have free and paid. Second, needs analysis. Yeah, of course, we need participant or stakeholder. And then speaking for communication is like actual or versus the perceived itself. And then second topic is writing and is as an intercultural learning opportunity. And intercultural learning opportunity itself, like immersion, guides learning content of teacher share with their student and provide benefits through the efforts, immerse the student and the teacher itself in the intercultural aspect of teaching and learning another language, and then learn to accept all the experience, work to overcome any negative effects, so we can help student itself benefit, like having a benefit positive learning opportunities, and then intercultural ideas. So after that elements that I speak before, that we need to focus on three things that are mindset. Like first is positive to negative on a spectrum, and then flow. Flow is like change to something better than before, and the last is context, opening possibilities of our experience. And the last topic is about pronunciation through reading. They were explain about how we learn to pronounce our word or speech through reading skill. So that's all about my conclusion from two videos about intercultural competence or teaching culture itself. And then we are going to explain about my experience or my culture of teaching learning process. So I actually don't know how to explain the culture of the teaching and learning process on campus with offline, because I myself just entered my campus in 2020, so which is the year when the COVID-19 pandemic spread everywhere, right? So I do not really know about that and confused to explain. And if the culture itself of the online learning teaching process is what I feel now. Like I make a video. So we just met in the network, and mostly of the lecture explained through the Zoom or Google Meet, because it's the two platform or two application were useful as an online meeting platform, which was busy being used during the COVID-19 pandemic, like Zoom and Google Meet. And not only for us, me as a student and at university, but also for studying like school, senior high school, and then junior high school, as well as virtual gathering with friends. And then in the culture that I have noticed, maybe we have to interact a lot with the lecture, because it is not possible that we are only consumer in terms of the subject matter itself, but we also have to participate in exchange ideas, giving ideas, opinions, and even a question. And after that, we will be given an assignment with a group, or it's just an individual. This assignment itself is actually as an old culture in emphasizing students to repeat lesson or explore the material presented before. And yeah, this culture is redone, and mostly assignment are collected through learning. I thought that a lot of university in this world have the e-learning itself. You need to collect assignment and then make presence and then attendance, and then what else you can say with me? Not only the ordinary assignment like daily assignment itself, but mostly of our mid-exam, mid-test, or final test, final exam are also given assignment. Thus, I told about the culture itself. So far, that's just the culture that I got from the teaching and learning process on my campus. So yeah, if you have something to say, just comment. And then thank you so much for watching. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, everyone. See you in the next opportunity. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.